Alright, well, it's Marshy time. We got some nerfs recently. Let's explore this. Oh yeah, we'll go ahead and get rid of these. I'm not sure if this is good or not. Like, still. Probably, I mean, it seems like it would be. This card is already, like, not great for wild, so... Oh. This has always been, like, ugly to me. Right? Like, I don't want this. Do I? No, right? Like, I like the regular one better, I think. Alright. No going back now. So, at first I was like, this is trash forever. But now I'm not so sure. As far as the Demon Seed, I think I'll probably just keep it. That's it. Hey Guapo, how you doing? So yeah, we don't need that anymore. I don't want that anymore. That anymore. Maybe I'll keep that. Am I gonna play Hostage Mage anytime soon? I don't think so. What's the 17th? I wonder if I'm gonna get Legend and Twist this month. We missed you. Aw, thanks, Breaks. Hey, Guapo. Hey, El Rey. Wild saved. Wild is so saved. Good luck during the games this stream. Thanks, Scarlet. I'll use that luck for great Scrumbus. Alright, so I had a couple recommendations from my Discord. This is a Spurgs deck. I was lucky to open a Golden Demon Seed. Now I finally get to disenchant it and enchant it normal for a nice plus 1600 profit. Nice, that's cool. So this is Infinite Spurgs. Alright. Then there's a maxi deck, which apparently I'm supposed to change 3 cards of, which means it gets to be a Martian deck. So, there you are. Ugh. Isn't this a pile? I don't have 2 golden Scrumbus yet. So anyways, supposed to cut this, and where is it? Where are you? Alright. Let's go ahead and fix our Scrumbus. Cool, cool. Doggy Biscuit. Oh, because of Murloc thing. Oh, we're so close, right? Why shouldn't I waste all this dust? Give me one good reason, chat. Come on. Wow. Maybe 1 scientist 2 times bargain bin? I was honestly expecting Pokemon today. I'm surprised. Good luck with Hearthstone. Hey, so today I'm gonna post a deck dump for Pokemon, and so that doesn't require me to stream. And then I intend to stream tomorrow. We'll see how it goes as far as Pokemon. I'm kind of trying to maybe force myself to do just commentary vids for Pokemon for a while. I'm gonna do a little bit of gameplay at first, just because we got new cards, but I think there's a chance I need to just do commentary vids on the Pokemon one, which the way I did the most recent one ended up being really fast. So Yeah. You just open up a Dedenne? Nice. Holy Rip Glare, indeed. Why didn't they just kill the Warlock quest? It's just going to be toxic again. Believe it or not, I know this is going to shock you. It shocked me. But there are people, including myself, who enjoy playing the Demon Seed. So, like, there's, like, I think the people enjoy playing something and killing it is bummers for those people is a valid reason, is a valid something to think about, right? People don't just like play Demon Seed on ladder because they feel compelled to, right? Like, it's fun to play the Demon Seed. It is a fun deck. And, you know, decks aren't popular if they're not fun, right? Just period. That's why you see a lot of like really broken Paladin decks with really low play rates for how strong they are, because they tend not to be fun. So, that's not true of all Paladin decks, and I think like the Libram Paladin in particular tend to be a little bit more fun than others. But anyways, there were also people who enjoyed Virus Control Warrior. What is Virus Control Warrior? But like, I don't know. So like, I think preserving a deck, if you can make it worse while still making it playable for the people who like it, that's the right thing to do. But there's also this narrative that like you need it as a way to push back the greed piles, which doesn't really vibe with me. But that's yeah, is what it is. It was the infinite on Kiliax in standard. Yeah. Your point is if you're I don't know, I just don't want to talk to you. Saw the Celebi poll, by the way, GG. Hey, thanks, Ash. Yeah, I got 2 of them. So like I still don't have an Aerodactyl, I still don't have a Pidgeot. I had like, how many packs did I open? I had like 60 packs worth of stuff built up. Something like that. And you know, I'm still missing a couple of EXs completely, but it's funny that I got 2 Celebi EX immersive. Yeah, the full art Dedenne. I actually really like the way that one looks. Discover. Wow. So that's 2 decks. I want to get 4 games. I want to get 4 videos worth. I'm going to settle for 3. So I have at least one other deck if anyone has ideas at any point this whole stream. Ba-ba-da-bum, ba-ba-da-bum, ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum, ba-da. Didn't want to sound mean. I just like your argument is they were willing to change something else. So they were willing to change the text on something else. So there's no reason to ever consider not changing the text on something else ever again. That argument doesn't make any sense, and I didn't want to explain it. That's my point. I don't feel like you were mean. I felt like I didn't want to bother interacting with that argument. That's how I interpreted what you said anyway. Like, what else does that mean? Like, when I say, you know, people enjoyed playing it, and so they didn't want to kill it. They wanted to make it worse. And you say, well, they killed another deck. Like, there's 2, like, they're 2 different situations. Should they never consider not changing it? Should they, whenever they do a nerf from now until the end of the time, should they always never change a mana or requirement again? They should always change the text forever. That's the only conclusion I can draw from that argument, right? And I don't want to do this. I don't have the patience for it. I don't know. Me when I realize Wild had been saved for the 100,000th time. Yep. The new dragon is super bad, but I had fun with Granja. The new dragon is super bad, but I had fun with Granja. Oh, the Drudgegon, yeah. That Renathal makes me wish Hearthstone cards had those little videos like those Pokemon cards, like old Mew and Mewtwo breaking out of the mansion. Yeah. Like you want to like deep dive into the picture. So in Pokemon Pocket, there are special cards that have. I think I take my friend here, right? Yeah. There are special cards that you can look at them in your collection, and if you hold it down, you'll like go on a little tour of the art, right? So they're kind of cool, I guess. So imagine like if I clicked on this in my collection, if I would go into the picture and then broaden out, you see everything that's burning alongside Prince Renathal or whatever. Thoughts on nerfs, Martian? Satisfied or not? I like the glare part of the Demon Seed deck doesn't bother me, right? Like big stats early is something that just happens in Wild. So like Dark Glare enabling you to deal a bunch of damage to yourself and get out a couple of Flesh Giants and a Malefic Horror or whatever. They, you know, that type of play pattern I can respond to with any deck, right? Like with an aggro deck, I could try to beat them down before that. With a control deck, I can try to clear that board after they do it. And it is doable with modern board clears. You can do it. And with a combo deck, you know, you just try to ignore it and boop them over the top. So like that type of gameplay is already present in other decks and is acceptable, right? So like, why do I care? The Demon Seed part is different. Only specific decks can respond to that, right? The aggro can beat it down before Tamsin comes down, and oh, that should be good. Well, this would also be good. Which one do I? They're all discovers. Discover. Should I get this and resummon this? I guess I'll take Spell, because we can use it to find Serpent Bloom. So, like, the reward, right? The Blightborn Tamsin. Aggro can interact with that by KOing them before they complete it. And Combo can interact with that by killing them before they complete it and play enough mass production to win the game. But the slower archetypes have no option against it, right? They get your opponent has to misplay and complete the Tamsin in hand, and then you wrath them. So as long as they don't play it like a buffoon, you're just good. So that's why the archetype is annoying and nerf worthy to me, is there's an entire, not just archetype, but genre of decks that exists within Hearthstone that is popular and people want to play them, that automatically lose to the Demon Seed with almost no way to mitigate that matchup. That's why the deck is frustrating. So like when I see a Dark Glare Gutting and a Questline Warlock slap on the wrist, like it's nice that the main quest did get hit, but like I hope it's enough. It might not be. That's so. What's really nice is the quest got hit at all. Right. If it didn't get hit at all, people would just shift over to the fatigue version of the list, which for me is the version that's more annoying. Again, to back what I was saying, where I was saying that like the giants can be interacted with. That's why the giants have been Like the giant version of the deck outside of the initial like way overpowered on release version of the deck, that version of the deck has never bothered me, right? I don't care if people play splurge out a bunch of early giants warlock because I can interact with that. I've already discovered, so I feel bad to play this. I guess we're doing something else. Yeah, this is fine, right? So the existence of the Giants version of the deck is nice because it prevents people from playing the Fatigue version that actually tilts me, right? So it's a little bit sad to see the Giants version receive such a hit by losing Dark Lair that we can basically expect the deck to only exist as a Fatigue OTK deck from here on out. So, like, that is all to say, like, am I satisfied with the nerfs? Not really. We'll see how it plays out, but, I mean, like, it's fine, right? I'll take anything better than nothing just because I feel like people aren't playing the mode because the deck is so popular, and people not playing the mode impacts me. So, there we have it. Teletubman, thank you so much for the 60 months. It almost feels like a year and a third of a year. Thank you so much, Teletubman. I appreciate it. How are you? Schmoopy lurks Marshy for the ride home again. You are good, Radio Marshy. Hey, Schmoopy. How you doing? Can't believe they actually added Scrumbuses to the game. Look at them go. Yep. Pretty good. This isn't a good thing for turn 1, is it? Is it better than nothing turn 1? Because I'm otherwise going to keep these two together, right? Either that or I don't. This feels like a dumb keep. But, like, I want to play it on turn 1. Right? If it weren't for the Scrumbuses, I wouldn't keep this. But, like, just playing this has impact on the outcome of the game. Because it discounts the other thing. So that's my story about that. I feel like the Fatigue version is better versus Control, but way more vulnerable to combo and aggro, so maybe that will help curb it. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Love those guys that look straight out of Phineas and Ferb. I think I'm going to play this now. This is looking like a turn 4 play to me. How am I? I'm chilling. I'm keeping it 1 jillion million. You know how I do.
Link together in harmony.
Link together in harmony. I'll link you together in harmony. I'll show you what's what. I mean, am I just gonna play this after all? I guess so. Alright, we'll miss you. We'll miss you thing. Should I just trade this then? Next turn I'm gonna play this. Turn after I would have this as an option to play with this. Like to make this have rush. Like if I don't like whatever I get with the teacher. Hey, you know, there's always a world where they leave it up. What is the most normal thing about me? I go to sleep at night and I wake up in the morning. What do I think about Schaefer Rogue? I don't think much about it, but Order Law? When I do, I prefer spaghetti. I haven't seen like lists of it to have an opinion. This is starting to feel like the right play, frankly. And maybe it's this. This priest turn seemed like absolute fungus. It was a thing of all time. Unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna be able to do anything about it. Oof. Yeah, it's like we need to top deck the Reno we don't have in our deck and cheat it out a turn sooner. Oh. This could save me, right? Me. We're dead to so much, though. It's like we gotta make this trade, I guess. I think it has to be this. Huh. Okay. So now they ping me over. And then I top deck. I top deck something. No more Demon Seed? There's no Demon Seed in this game, correct? Yes. In this whole game. Do you drink water immediately after waking up? Pretty soon, yeah. Hello, I watch all your videos on YouTube. I continue to watch Hearthstone because of you. Thanks for the videos and streams. Well, thank you for watching the Padlo. I appreciate it. Tab for the armor. Yeah, I'm hoping for that top deck. It's like all I got. It's all I got to look forward to. Is that literally it? I have to top deck specifically that? We could also play this to get what? We could also try to kill him, right? Like, is there a world where we can do enough damage to just win? So this is 5, 9, 15. No, it's off. Okay. There's nothing I'm missing, right? I don't think there's like a big out. Yeah, I was gonna go for the dart trap. Like, that's all I got, right? I guess. Oh, man.
Any questions?
I chose Katrick. Poop. I need to choose Freezing Trap, and then if it was like a bot or something. Snipe kills if they play Masseuse. True, I guess. Maybe I should have done that. Bahaha, my opponent just rolled 6 tails with their Celebi. Yeah, I'm a little sad the Celebi isn't better. I think it's going to be a good stream deck, though. Just because, like, it'll make for some funny stream moments. But as far as just like chilling with a card, I probably wouldn't play that off stream. Do you wear anything other than Into the AMTs? You always wear while you stream, so that means you always wear Into the AMTs. And have one more question. Did you recommend Into the AM/Chumbo to anybody IRL? My wife has recommended it to some of her family. I will never serve. I don't really recommend things to people IRL unless they're asking me like what card they should add to their Magic deck or, you know, their Pokemon deck or something. Those are the conversations I have in real life, right? The only thing I have to talk about is card games. It's brutal. I hate myself for it, but you know, I just don't really have those conversations. I do wear Into the AM almost every day wherever I go. I do really like the shirts, and I have a bunch of them now. So I wear them. I don't wear them quite exclusively, but it's close. Especially after I got those like the long sleeve waffle cut shirts. Like now I wear them when I want to go to like places where I need to be not super casual, right? Like if I want to just look nice. Not like look all dressed up, but like, you know how the difference between just, you know, looking nice. You know, now I have those things for situations like that too. So, oh, that reminds me, I need to respond to her. Like she has another thing for me. We'll do that later today. Remind me later. Respond to my sponsor. Is Celebi the best grass type EX mon? Probably not. It's probably Venusaur still. Like Celebi isn't good on its own. It's good with superior, and if you've like attached a bunch of energy to it, I imagine it's not great. And like I still think Venusaur is good. It just needs more support, and it might have just had it in the form of superior, but getting out 2 stage 2s is a little wonky. You don't talk to people about stuff besides cards? Not really. Cards? Not really. And like I said, I feel pretty lame about it. It's just like, I don't like things that I've like invested thought into are like cards, video games, and politics, right? And I don't want to talk politics with anybody. I just want to like pay attention to it. Like zero interest. So, and I mean, like I would enjoy talking to politics with people that are like open-minded about politics and want to have a conversation. But like, you know, everyone is so vicious about it that I don't have any interest, right? Like, not only do I not want to have to, like... You know, we have these discussions about cards and nerfing and stuff, and, like... You know how I'll have, like, a specific point I want to make? Like, a very specific point about something, and... You know, I can't get chat to stay on that line for the discussion. Like I'll say let me think if I can come up with an example off the top of my head. I had a discussion like this morning actually, but I don't know if it's worth relaying. So I was talking in my Discord this morning about how I think there's a possibility that the Demon Seed with the exact same list is still a fine deck. And you just use the Dark Lair not as a big pop-off enabler, but it's like an additional... is it malicious horror, malignant horror, something, whatever the free 4/4 is, like an additional one of those. and the extra damage on the steps of the Demon Seed doesn't matter too much. And as far as automatically beating the things that it was automatically beating before. So somebody in response to that was saying that, you know, we need to. So, well, we were having a debate over whether it would be the same 30 or if we should go to 40 with Demon Seed under these new conditions. And somebody said you need to go to 40 because you can't just vomit out a bunch of stats on 3 anymore. You need the extra time. And my point was, so my response to that was, New Glare is better for stats on 3 because the situations where Dark Glare is stats on 3, like a giant board on 3, like the old one, is with an extreme high roll, right? You had to not only have the tour guide or the raised dead set up in advance, but you also needed to have enough draw to make that worth it. So like a Glare making a big board on 3 is something that is already like, that's a high roll. That happens when the deck high rolled. So having a free 3/4 is much easier because you all you need is the tour guide or the raised dead. You don't need to have anything specific in your hand to follow that up. So as far as just making stats on 3, I think New Glare is better. Like making the biggest the biggest average board you can make on 3, New Glare is better for that purpose. Was my point. That was my only point. It was not that the New Glare is always better on 3. It's not anything other than what I said. And the conversation, even though I kept trying to point us back to like, no, I mean only one very specific thing here, the conversation kept going on like I was saying New Glare is better generally on 3, or that having New Glare on 3 is better than having Old Glare in your hand on 3, but you don't play it on 3. You save it for 4 or 5 when it's easier to pop off. So all that is to say, I don't like having those conversations about politics, right? Like, it's excruciating to have to like keep reiterating what you mean over and over again. You're like, no, I don't mean this type of thing for everything. I mean, like, in this very specific scenario, this is something we have to think about, you know, like that. So that's why I don't like talking about politics. I don't like having... I feel like politics lends itself to make people who are generally disingenuous feel smart or something. So like I just don't like having those conversations with most people. Sure. So okay, so as far as things that I have like knowledge to talk about, right? Like it's card games, which is like card games and video games, which is niche even among people who are interested in card games and video games, right? Like if I'm going to talk about so say I'm talking to someone who loves card games, but their card game is One Piece. I can't talk to them about the One Piece card game because I haven't played it, right? They have to be talking about Magic or Pokemon or Hearthstone or something. Same thing for video games. Like I have nothing to say about Assassin's Creed. I have nothing to say about The Witcher other than I like the show. Like there's people who like video games don't necessarily have crossover with me. Oh, we could say like, oh, I really liked this, so you have to try it. And like we can discuss how to play those games or something like that. But odds are, I don't really have anything to talk about. So, it's awkward for me, and I'm like you know, I understand the judgment. Like I judge myself on that. Like it's frustrating for me to live my life that way, where it's like, you know, I go places and it's like I don't really have anything to say because you know I have niche interests, and my non-niche interests aren't something that I like to just talk to people about. So that's my story about that. Ice block equals politics. Pretty good. Yep. You caused it. I mean, like everyone was fine, right? Like it. The discussion we had in the Discord this morning was fine. It was a good, handy example for what I'm talking about. Like, no one was calling me stupid or evil because like we generally agreed on something, and I had like one specific little caveat there. So that's I don't know. There you go. Talk about the weather? Yeah. And like I come up with things, right? Like I don't just sit there like a doofus. You know, I try to like come up with something to say. My goodness, we are just super dead. Unless this ends up being a poisonous minion. Yeah, it's not like I just like sit there and wait patiently for the day to be over all the time. Like I try to come up with things to say. But the other thing is like I don't have a lot on my day-to-day, right? Like I like going out with the people that I already know. So like you know, my friends are generally at points in their lives where they either can't or aren't very much available to like go out drinking or something. So like I can't just go to a bar, hang out with my friends and talk about whatever. I'm not going to go do that with myself. Renee and I like we'll watch a show or something. But I don't like go out and do things and then have those things to talk about. Those like I don't know. So when I go out and do something, it's like, okay, I wanted to go out and play in a Pokemon tournament. So I could tell you how I did in a Pokemon tournament, but if you don't follow Pokemon, like, is that interesting beyond, hey, I won a tournament over the weekend? Or, hey, I got top 8 in this tournament. Well, you know, like, I could say that, but then that's over in, like, 2 seconds. Something to say, like the famous Dota 2 pro player? Real. Hey, Copper. Nerf's not cool. I'm gonna quit. Why gut Demon Hunter? Why gut Demon Hunter? Did Demon Hunter get a nerf? Did I watch Arcane? I did watch Arcane. I loved the first season. I enjoyed watching the second one, but not in the same way. Oh, Sigil! Okay, yeah, I get it. Sigil did get hit hard, didn't it? Yeah. Well, okay, so the only thing for me about Sigil is like Hosen is the one that I like, the 3 cost 2 for, whatever that thing is. How's that still a 3 cost 2 for? That's my opinion. And like every time I think about the card, I'm like, wow, that is just hard to kill. So I mean I get Sigil, I guess. Right? Yeah. Something about that, all that stuff had to go. Did you get top 8 at that Pokemon tournament though? The last Pokemon tournament I played in, I got first place. And the Pokemon tournament I played in before that, I got first place. So, look at me go. These stink. Do I like the new Pokemon set? I don't like it, and I don't like anything. So, there you are. Where can I see the nerf? It's actually in a pinned comment at the top of the comment section there. Believe it or not. Muzzle their magics. Honestly, based. I am pretty based. Based on being a curmudgeon. I don't think we're gonna win this one, chat. New Hearthstone patch nerfing Pirate Demon Hunter is even more awful. At least every match isn't Demon Seed now. Who could put a price on such a... That's a pretty good roll. I'm into it. I'm into it, chat. I think that's pretty good. You should trade with this. That's my opinion. Taunt of all time. Yep. Some pretty good tempo. Pretty good tempo.
Linked together in harmony.
That's a lot better than the Eater of Secrets taunt. It's true. The last time we fought against the Shadow Priest, we rolled Eater of Secrets there, which is not nearly as good of a taunt. Hey everyone, grab it, grab it. I wish I'd discovered more so far. Feel very limited by the fact that I can't play this. Because like if I could play this and then play both of these, right, that'd be great. This is nice. That's a good top deck. Maybe. Okay. I guess this one. Is it Twist? No, it's not. It's not Twist, if you can believe it. Opponent saw the trap coming, huh? I don't know, is the Shadow Priest gonna have 2 damage? Hard to say for sure. I feel like there are a lot of duplicates and lack of Reno in your Reno Hunter list. That's true. That's true. I've had a massive bug in Battlegrounds. I lost 3 minions in combat, but I lost a golden minion that gave 2 magnetics at the end of turn, and I lost Moria battle cries and death rattles trigger twice. Well, I didn't follow all that, but I'm sorry you had a big bug. I have a bug where my opponents beat me in video games.
I will protect the Alliance.
I will never serve.
I will never serve unless I feel like it. Wow. Is it Shadow Priest Day? It's always Shadow Priest Day, chat.
I see you brought guests.
Shadow Priest Day every day. I brain-faced for a bit because I only catch very rarely one of your stream, and I got so confused when you actually answered. It's really not a video. It's pretty funny. Okay, I'll take this. And that'll be cool. Overzealous healer.
Link together in harmony.
It wasn't clear. Is each step 12 for quest now? It is. It is. You bet your stuff.
Wilds and clear skies. This could be our home.
Good day, Mr. Boo. Any pocket today? No. I'm gonna post a deck dump later on the Pocket channel of like new deck ideas with the new stuff, and then I intend to stream Pocket tomorrow, but no plans to stream it today. Play any games today. Ba-da-boom. We have a whole new Hearthstone, right? No Demon Seed, so we get to play against fresh new opponents like Shadow Priest. All right, we got to get out there and see if we can Shadow Priest to the moon. Excuse me. Should I play Shadow Priest? And Hostage Mage? True. Hostage Mage is based, though. Based on a true story. So you always got to play Hostage Mage. Should I play more Hostage Mage? Ideally, I would play at least 3 decks today. I'm going to play this one. Spurgs has a funny combo deck for me to play. I'll try that next. And then I'm out of ideas. So I have to come up with something. Is Shadow Priest as popular as the Demon Seed? I think it was. Or more, maybe. And now there's no more Demon Seed, so. Well, I mean, it's still there. Who knows? Should I make regular Reno or regular Hostage Mage? Is Reno Hostage Mage good? I haven't tried that in a long time. How's it going? I'm chilling. Keeping it 100. My opponent is beating me down with an overzealous healer. And I have a 1-1 and a 1-3. So, there's that. I'm actually in kind of a good spot, right? Because next turn I can do this and this, then maybe this too. Or I guess that. And we just win from there. Because our health is so high, right? They weren't able to put out that much damage. It's so nice when my opponent doesn't open Pirate into, you know, Brigand and Patches and then Fellwing and Shadow Attendant, this thing. That was one of the orders I've ever seen. And this is their reward for that order. I mean, there's still more Trapdoor Spider to be found. Maybe I'll just keep that. Got anything good? Goodbye, Shadow Priest. And good dead. Will I play Dungar Druid? Probably not. Is it good? I mean, I know it's good. I just don't know that I want to play it. I heard people saying that, like, it was one of the most straightforward decks in Standard and ever. And, like, is the WoW version going to be different? I feel like it's going to be one of those decks where I just draw the thing and then I win. Or I don't draw the thing and I lose. Sounds boring. Have you tried Spaceship Rogue? I couldn't get a single good game out of it in like 12 of them. Skill issue. I don't think I've tried it yet. Will I play Miracle Rogue? I'm going to play... It's like... Scabs, Velen, Serenite Chain Gang Rogue is what I have queued up next. So ideally for my other couple videos I'd like to make on stream today, they would be something that's different. Ideally. Like a different class. Can I just win? 2, 4. Not quite. Wonder if I should just play Tavish. I can play Tavish and play this. There's no lethal here I'm missing, right? It's... Oh, there's only 2 left anyway. Oh, right, Bungus Rogue? Yeah. Bungus Rogue indeed. Poop. I'm just waiting for them to play 3 things in a row, so I'm just gonna chill. Let them play those 3 things in a row. Like how we can just do it again. Alright. Opponent's over it. Tavish was lethal. You'll love to see it. How was your big paper Pokemon tournament? I won the last 2 tournaments I went to. The regionals I went to, I was 1 tie short of making it to day 2. So that was unfortunate. But they do, like, you know, for people who don't make top cut, they do like a day 2 tournament, and I won that at that regionals. And then the next week I won again. Mr. Martian, can you cook something with Bran, Ascara, and OG Velrun?
I will never, sir.
Oh, I could cook it. Cook it, overcook it. Make it gross. Real gross. What should I keep? Do I keep this? It's 1 mana play. I don't know. It seems questionable to me. I tried playing Mill Rogue and got Steam cleared, and next game I'm a stooled into a flick. Like almond stooled. It's pretty funny. Hate to see it. Hate to see it. Yeah, I mean, they just flick all of your Cold Light Oracles. That's brutal. Weird looking Shadow Priest. I know, right? This is Shadow Priest Day. What are you doing over there? Ooh, this made them ping twice. Let's top deck the... Oh, too bad. I was gonna say, let's top deck the Biscuit to keep it going. What's up with that hero power? I know, right? That's weird. It's real weird.
Lush wilds and clear skies. This could be our home.
This could be our home. I mean, it could be. Should I coin this? Kinda wanna. Kinda wanna. Boom. Can't wait to see all the Talgath rogues. What's a Talgath rogue? That's some kind of like potato soup or something. Not killing this when they could have. A little funny to me. Unless, are they going to do it now? No. Flame Ward? Doesn't look like Flame Ward. Biscuit? After all that work. Although, okay, so here's the problem with this play. Like, if they want to keep me frozen forever, they have control over how big my board is, right? Yeah, it's looking like a Flame Ward. Nope, maybe not now. Alright, hopefully we get to play this. It's looking pretty good. Now you show up. I think I'll still take it. Alright. Deal 6 damage to a minion is fine, right? Especially because if that goes in their pool, the Ramoth has potential to KO itself. So there you are. Hostage mage trembling before the non-existent flare. Real. Real and real. Yeah, we don't have a flare in our deck. That kind of makes me sad. We'll just get it off of we'll just get it off of school teacher. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right, now it's got to be a Scrumbus, right? Got to be a Flame Ward. Unless it isn't. Man, that was dumb of me, wasn't it? I kind of just took the bait on that one because it's more likely to be objection than Flame Ward, and in this situation, if I hadn't played around Flame Ward, I had the Ice Block pop, so it was a bit of a dummy thing to do. But you know what? They don't call me Dummy Boo for nothing. They don't call me Stinky Butt Boo for nothing. My opponent is discovering many ice blocks. I'm gonna have to discover many flares.
Inhospitable.
All right, I want to maximize something's. We gotta throw away something to the objection, which I guess is gonna be this. Then I would like maximum chances for school teacher. I might as well play this right, because they can just play any spell and I'm full of stuff again. Where does Flare come from again? School teacher. It's our last best hope for peace. Alright. So I can finally get rid of all these trogs. Oh. That's nice.
I will drain you.
Womp womp. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have chosen that one. It still gives me one. Stupid. Actually did not want that. I want to like play cards without putting more stuff on my board, you know? School teacher. I'll take 2 of those. That's nice. Fine. We need to get... Oh, we also have Tavish, right? Like, we just need to discover motion denied or other stuff at some point. Snakes? Snakes. It's true. Snakes of all time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So not happening.
Inhospitable. Muzzle their magic. Muzzle their magic.
Someday, chat.
I have no time for games.
Cool.
The moment is upon us.
Brutal for the Marshy fans. Yep. Yep. Big ol' ice block. What is a spider for? I imagine it's for things like Dungar. It's nice that it's a beast. You can find it with a breeder. Maybe not Dungar, but like Isiel or something. Anything where you'd want to like play the card down in advance. Seven.
I will drain you.
I'll take it, I guess. 'Tis unfortunate.
The moment.
Tavish? Neat. Okay. This is gonna put more Tavish secrets in my hand, huh? Sure. Thank goodness, finally. I wish I had a second one of those. Well, now we're gonna overdraw School Teacher. Yay, none of that for you. Also, I don't have a weapon anymore, or my big fancy smack him in the face spell. But I just have a feeling my opponent's gonna play 3 spells this turn. You know, call it a hunch. One more. For science. We gotta test it. No. Okay. Shall. Not worry about the extra copies anymore. Just trying to get anything. Poop. Is that the card slinger himself? Yep. It's me. Don't play Sleep, Brungus. Come on. Oh, that's cheating. So now they can't play Ice Block. That's the worst one! Alright, 11 doesn't matter. We need to deal several iterations of damage and we only have a few. So, none of that. Should have played this first. I could have gotten extras of both secrets. Don't call me Martian stool for nothing. Okay, none of this. Spread the love. I mean, they're out of skaters, right? It's not. It doesn't matter anymore. One spaghetti, two spaghetti, three spaghetti. Unlucky. All right, I play this. I play this. And I pass. No shot there's a flare in there, is there? Because that'd be hilarious. Wait, why would the mage have flare? Am I just the stupid guy? I might be. Okay. This. That. I mean, that. I didn't have another 3. I did. I had this. Alright. Well, then I stink. Butt. Chat. Stinky butt. This. And I guess this. Should you include one flare or Ashen Elemental in your deck for mage matches? I shouldn't include an Ashen Elemental. But if I was going to set this up for a flare, I'd probably have ETC with a flare in it and use it when it makes sense. Rain ends now. When will Marshy draw the school teacher? Maybe we just leave it at that, right? We can put this. If they play Ramoth, it's dead. It's a lot of ice blocks. How many ice blocks are we at right now? Where is it? 6 so far? This will be the 7th. I have 2 discover a 1-cost spell in hand. I almost do. I have 2 draw a 1-cost. Do you agree Ice Block should be a legendary card? I have lots of opinions on Ice Block. And my biggest one right now is that you know, Ice Block is a spell of all time. Alright, there's the school teacher finally. You know, fat load and nothing I can do about it. Hey, Veliosis.
Don't think too hard. You'll hurt yourself.
Burr, 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 swamps. I love that that thing's in there. I think it's great. They can't play Infinite Ramoths on a turn because of the thing, at least. Bought us a little time. Death from 1,000 blocks. Darkler got turned into evil Happy Ghoul. It did a little bit, didn't it? That's funny. Okay. School teacher. Oh my goodness, I didn't even get rid of enough. Find the flare, please. You bungus! We waited 1,000 years for you, and you couldn't even come through for us. What a spagooty. I can open up board space for the nothing I care about. Is there a world where we win this game? Now that we've done that? I feel like we're slowly, patiently waiting to die. Just concede, you concede.
You wish to match wits with me.
And it's over. See how much progress we've made. We have a 7-minute game and a 7-minute game, so we are halfway there. All right, hopeful enough.
I must protect the wild.
Told ya?
Never, sir.
You told me to concede, and I conceded after they played another different thing. I don't know. Don't be annoying. You get no points for that. You get a no duh at least. You know, like that's the most you get. Mage is a fun experience for everyone. It is. Rogue time pause champ? That's not how the setup works. When I've completed the video, then I move on to the next deck. Doesn't Hostage Mage pose the same issue that Hearthstone was having with Questline? Should you put a flare in your deck though? You should put a flare in your deck. You exhausted all of your considerations for today. Doesn't Hostage Mage pose the same issue that Hearthstone was having with Questline? Like, a deck that hates Questline has something to do about it, right? Or that hates Hostage Mage has something to do about it. You can put in Ice Block hate. So it's like, it's different. There's like no way for a value pile to get fed up with Questline and then mitigate that matchup. They have to switch decks. Not even switch decks, you have to switch genres of deck you're playing in order to be able to do better into the seed lock matchup. So they're not really that similar.
The moment is upon us.
If you mean, are they both annoying? I agree. I suppose playing this on this was better than swinging with the second one of those. I think this is maybe the matchup. Yeah, see, poop. I think this is maybe the matchup where Trapdoor Spider would be good. If it's going to be good against anything, it's going to be this. So, there. Like, what is it really going to stop here? Because if it's Isiel, they Barnes. And if it's Dungar, they just Dungar, right? So maybe this isn't good against that. What would this be good against? I don't know. I think Hostage Mage is at least a more difficult deck with more room for error. C-Block could be piloted by a strong Gust and feels really hard to punish still. I mean, like, things like that don't really... The whole, like, you know, this at least takes skill to play. Those type of arguments, they go right over my head, I guess. I don't know. I don't really consider that a thing. Because, like, Hostage Mage, it's not like it isn't true, right? Hostage Mage does take a little bit more piloting to get right than Seedlock does, especially when it comes to the aspect of Seedlock that just beats everything that doesn't have an incredibly proactive game plan. But like, enough Hearthstone players can pilot frustrating decks. Like, enough players can pilot harder to play decks that's not really an issue, I think. Or that's not really relevant. Like, the Hostage Mage being more difficult to pilot than Seedlock does not mean it's so difficult that you don't see a lot of it. Ice Block nerf idea. Every time you pop it, you get a prize. If you get 3 prize cards, you win. It's a good one. If you wanted a skill-based game, there are other TCGs that have higher skill ceilings, or even better, don't play children's card games at all. Those are words. Those are words. Not playing children's card games. What am I, an adult? Hogwash? Yeah. A dark fate lies ahead of us. Snakes. Snakes. Do I play this in trade or go face and not attack with this? I think I trade, right? Because they have presumably Librams. Don't play children's card games. Be like me, the cool guy in Twitch chat. Fair. Quick, Martian, make up a Twitch chat comment to fill the empty air. Okay. I mean, that might have been one. You guys don't know. For all you know, I made that Twitch comment up. It's impossible to say. This one? So this is presumably hand buff Paladin, which is a deck of all time, I guess. So, Little Ball of Hate, you're So, okay. So in the previous game, we were talking about how Hostage Mage is at least this wasn't my point. This was Twitch chat's point. That at least Hostage Mage takes more skill than Demon Seed, as a reason why it would make sense that Demon Seed was nerfed and not Hostage Mage, or why that would be tolerable, or why that would be fine, whatever. Which isn't really a take that, like, my point was that take is kind of, it's something I see sometimes where, like, people are fine with certain archetypes just because they're a little difficult to pilot. or at least, you know, I don't know. It's well, at least you can't just brainlessly play it. And like, I don't think that those types of things are as true as some people make it out to be. Like, the average Hearthstone deck isn't that hard. So, like, if something's, like, a little more skillful to pilot, that's not really a justification, because by and large, Hearthstone decks are pretty graspable. So that's my thoughts on the deck. But then, so the comment that we got, that, like, I don't know if this was meant to be in agreement with me or misinterpreted what I said. If you wanted a skill-based game, there are other TCGs that have higher skill ceilings, or even better, don't play children's card games. Which, like, if that was meant completely seriously, which the follow-up questions, my point is, I think that the tone of the conversation was misread by this chatter, because they weren't saying that, like, nerf everything just because it's nerf everything that has a low skill ceiling for the sake of it. They were saying that, like, it's kind of okay that Hostage Mage is still in the game and Demon Seed isn't, because at least it takes a little bit more skill to pilot. So at best that's a misreading. I just like, I don't know. As all that discussion was just not even worth having. I don't know. Silly. I was thinking about the snobbishness of high skill versus low skill decks. Yeah, I mean, like, I can relate to that a lot. I don't think the conversation we just had was very snobby, is all I'm saying. Like, the chatters that were talking about the higher skill of the Hostage Mage weren't necessarily calling... Well, someone said something about, like, it only takes a gust of wind to pilot Demon Seed. I don't know, maybe I just, like, I didn't read as much seriousness in those, as much snobbish passion in those comments as you might have. I would rally with you over some comments that, you know, it's really what I was referring to, and I hate Demon Seed, so I'm not a defender here. Yeah, like, I mean, like, you know, kind of, you know, save that comment for when, you know, we got someone in chat who's really, like, driving that point home. We can fight that fight together, but I don't think that they were being that snobby. The reason Hostage Mage isn't as hated as the Demon Seed is because the Seed was more common. Once Seed drops and Hostage Mage rises, it'll be next. Did I just... am I just, like, uninstalling this game? Gosh. I can't even play my turn. I'm gonna relog, I'm gonna come back, and it's gonna be, like, my turn is gonna be skipped, right? Like, I don't want to deal with that. I'm gonna start over. But, like, I don't agree with that. I think that Demon Seed's playstyle is uniquely frustrating to people who don't want to play incredibly proactive decks. So, like, you have things you can do if Hostage Mage is getting to you. It doesn't mean that Hostage Mage isn't frustrating. It's just, like, the Demon Seed, all you can do is switch genres of decks or complain about it. So the people who aren't happy just switching genres of decks permanently, if the Demon Seed has a high population, their option is to complain. That's why it's complained about so much. With Hostage Mage, you have switched genres of decks, you have complain, or you have put in a secret tech in your deck, right? So, like, you have more you can do against the Hostage Mage than you do against the Demon Seed if you're playing a specific, like, if you enjoy a specific style of Hearthstone deck. Or even things like Dirty Rat Mutanus can wreck Hostage Mage. Yeah, exactly. Like, you can hit the Ramoth, you know. So you have options. With the Demon Seed, as long as your opponent isn't playing it, you know, like I do, where you just let the winds decide.
never serve.
The client feels so cooked. Yeah. I just started up a game, and for some reason it didn't draw me my card, it didn't unlock my crystal, and I was just sitting there with nothing to do. So like all I had to do was relog, right, to fix the bug, but because it's my first turn, the turn timer is so short, so I was just going to miss turn 1. So I didn't play it out, I just conceded and complained. Ramoth just needs to be reworked, same as Shutterwalk. Just a terrible concept to begin with, let alone the abuse. Every day, I get closer to just allowing myself to be mean. Like, I don't want to go like, well, that's a stupid way to put it. You're stupid. Like, that's all I want to say to comments like that, right? Like, I don't know. But I don't want to be that person, right? I don't want to be the person who's always like, well, I guess you can just sit there being an idiot, but it's like I don't know. I should just ignore it. Like, how am I so bad at ignoring things nowadays? What happened? What happened to me? Right? Like, it just let me like not focus on that comment. Like, what a like narrow-minded dumb thing to say. But like, wouldn't it be easier if I just didn't read that comment out and just skipped it? Wouldn't it be easier on everyone? You're rubbing off on me? Uh-oh. It's like, I have other areas of my life that I want to save my patience for, right? I don't want to like reserve it for people who, after all this time, still don't get that those types of comments don't vibe with me. Like, the person could be new. It doesn't say first time chatter, but like, I don't know. Like, how many times do I need to make fun of the usage of abuse before you guys like don't use it unironically in my chat anymore? Abuse. Okay, you guys are just uncreative. That's what it is. Like, viewing a card unironically as like, this isn't the exact way that the devs meant for the 30 cards to come together, right? Like, this isn't the pre-scripted plan for Ramoth. And if you don't use the pre-scripted plan, that's abuse of the archetype. Like, how are you so uncreative that you need everything spoon-fed for you? Like, oh my goodness. It's okay to be uncreative. And like, I don't know, it's okay to not be here all the time and not see me complain about this stuff all the time. Like, I just like, that's the thing too, is like, I have that perspective, you know, like, using those words in that way is a pretty common thing for people to do, right? Like, you're seeing other streamers, you're seeing everyone you talk to talk about things like that, and it just bothers me. And like 100% of my commentary isn't about how much I hate that usage of stuff, right? So like, how are you supposed to know if you're not here all the time, right? But like, come on, leave me alone. Have some fun, right? Like, just have a little bit of fun. Attendant is still a 1 mana 1/3. It's true. I hear that. I feel for Raffle, who chooses to read and engage with every comment with pure rage when 80% of the chats are written to get him angry. Oh, really? That's funny. Yes, we buzzword. Abuse, mana cheat, bad design, brain dead. Very good.
Happy feast of Wintervale.
You're okay. Freaking something. You're abusing your power as a streamer to push your opinion here, Marshy. Sorry, true. True. If the devs only make cards that they could precisely guess how they're used and how they will be used in the game, would be real boring. True. True. Playing a card game the way I don't want is an exploit. True. You're equally annoyed by the lack of nuance. No! It's freezing trap. It's freezing trap, okay? You need to not attack this turn so you can play around the freezing trap with something else. Please, 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 please. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't. No. Oh no. Disaster. Oh, Stinky Snakes might save us. Might. Poop. Yeah. You're very smart and good. Can't even have my freezing trap. You know, now that it's misdirect, do I just do this in advance? You never know. What counts as abuse in Hearthstone? If I was going to use the word abuse unironically, I just wouldn't use that word, but like, you know, it wouldn't annoy me when, like, say there was some kind of like, I don't know, like if there's a bug that like gets you a bunch of currency if you like go in a bunch of different menus, click on things in a weird order, and like do a bunch of like all these weird hoops. If there's, you know, something like that, you know, you could be abusing an exploit. But the problem with that is then there are bugs in the main game mode where it's not clear to everyone that it's a bug, or like they're not banning it or something, so it's just part of the game for a while, and then like people get all uppity about people abusing things, and it's like better for everyone if we just like accept that that's part of the game until it gets patched, right? Like that kind of abuse narrative just, you know, gets under my skin. So like I just wouldn't use it. Like I don't know. It's just not a word that describes things well in these contexts. People playing Nosdormu to skip the opponent's turn in 2014 was abusing a bug. Okay, so there was this bug with Zephyrus that like depending on how you played it, I forget what it was. Oh, what a tease! Depending on how you played it, your opponent would have to relog, right? And I forget exactly how that was. And like playing the game with intent to do that, I mean, that's abusing an exploit, sure. But like the nuance of, you know, bioluminescence is triggering twice. So a deck that people have already crafted and are playing on ladder just got a weird random bug buff, and like, you know, people queuing in otherwise exact same 30 as a pre-bug deck. You know, those people being bug abusers, like, no, of course not. Like, so I don't know. It's just all very awkward because people like. There are people who are generally bothered by something being buggy. Like, there are people who are frustrated that there are bugs in the game, and there are people who are frustrated when they lose and feel empowered to say, I didn't deserve to lose, you were cheating with a bug because of the bug, you know? Like, they're two, like, camps. And, like, the player playing, like, a slightly bugged deck, you know, like, if you're playing with Sword Eater in Twist Wonders last year, because that's just randomly available to everybody in Twist Wonders for a couple weeks, and they don't temp ban it, and, you know, everyone who's playing Warrior has it in their deck, you know, you're not exploiting a bug by putting that in your deck too. Because, like, you have to know, right? Like, you have to know that Sword Eater isn't supposed to be there, right? Which, you know, not everyone has been playing for long enough to put that together, and not everyone like remembers what set things come from forever. So like, you like if you know, you just have to be at a disadvantage because morally you're exploit. Like it's just it's available for a while. All right, play with Sword Eater. It's a special event. So I don't know. It's not like people don't have the nuance for abuse to be a good word to use. So I would say nothing nothing constitutes abuse in Hearthstone. There's no time for that word to be worth using, in my opinion. Like we can use other ways to better describe situations when exploits are being exploited. OTZ coming in with the 23 months. Hey Martia, can you believe people cheat with bugs? I report them and I hope they get banned for cheating and disrupting my gaming experience. Yeah, that's what's up, OTZ. How are you doing? Thank you so much for the 23 months. I really appreciate it, my friend. Don't read this out loud, Martian, but chat. Yeah, nobody look at the opponent's name. All right, not even me. You should change your battle tag to that. You should. Sometimes I talk for a long time and then I have to like catch up on chat. By the way, Martian, I was thinking about making portraits mishmash. Like you could select the Sylvanas portrait and use it with OG Sylvanas animated and hero power. Portraits mishmash. Like you could select this Sylvanas portrait and use it with OG Sylvanas animation and hero power. Like you're saying, you'd like to be able to, like, if you have a Sylvanas up and there's a Sylvanas card, you can use the Sylvanas card aesthetic. Chat, did I make a lose?
Lush wilds and clear steppes. This could be our home.
Man, that like ugh. That Dreadscale getting ratted or getting whatever is not great. What does creative have to do with anything? The premise of the game is cards cost mana. I don't know. You're saying putting a card in a deck is abuse. I don't know. Leave me alone. All right. There we go. I'm gonna go to the restroom. I'll be back someday. Be right back. Let's go abuse some more discover effects. I know we timed that guy out, but the cards cost mana argument is great cost copy pasa.
Sylvanas versus Anduin. A just cause is always worth fighting for.
I will never serve.
Which part of it? Okay, that movie's got it. Cool. Martian looks baffled. Everything's baffling. Can you play a Reno Hunter deck one of these days? I can play it one of these days. It's true, I can do that. Okay, so chat. The like last week or the week before, I forget how long ago it was, I put a video where I was talking about how when there's this thing that people just kind of do in my YouTube comments where they'll say day X of asking for specific deck they'd like to see me play. And I never said anyone should do that. They just started doing it at one point. And sometimes I don't have a good idea of when I want to play in a day. So when I see someone who's on like day 17 of asking me for something, I'll be like, this person's been asking for that 17 videos in a row. I'll play that. Why not? And so I was pointing out, like, so I did that once recently. I've done it a few times recently, but like the first time I did that in recent history, I had a stream where I was just doing that for everyone who had been asking for a deck. And was one of them Starship Priests? No, it was Hot Potato Druid. Someone got up to like day 30 of Hot Potato Druid. I was like, all right, I'll play Hot Potato Druid. And while I was at it, the rest of that stream was other catch-ups. So someone had been asking for Questline Demon Hunter and Big Shaman. And before I before I posted a Big Shaman or Questline Demon Hunter video, but after I had recorded the content to use in a video, the person who had been asking for those things said some kind of entitled comment like, I've been asking for this and this, but Marshy doesn't care. You're like, I had already like set up the content. So like if I was slightly more pettier, if I was slightly more petty than I am, I wouldn't have even posted that content. I've been like, well, I recorded it, but now I'm not going to do it. But I mean, like, I didn't want to like do a whole extra stream to redo it just because I'm petty. But I got close. So anyways, all that is to say, I was talking about that in a video recently. Like in one of those videos, I was talking about how like when people don't have an expectation, like when people don't feel entitled that like they're owed a video if they've commented enough, like, then it's fun to do that when I'm in the mood for it. But if you're gonna do that and like have an expectation that like once you've requested something 5 times, you're gonna be next, right? That's when it annoys me. And so after that video, I started getting a flood of comments, not all of which were serious. Some people are just posting it to be funny. They'll be like day 69 of asking for something that they've never asked for before, or like, you know, asking for the worst deck imaginable, or, you know, whatever they think is funny. You know, I got a lot of that. But you know, a lot of the people who actually wanted a deck, first of all, don't have the stamina. So they'll request for like 3 days to 7 days, and then they'll give up, which is fine, right? Like you don't have to like stick it out forever if you know it's not worth the time to you. No skin off my back. But you know, a lot of people, they start to get a little entitled. Like a lot of the people who actually manage to keep commenting are like, I had one yesterday who's like, yo, please soon. Like I have one person who was like, they stopped even requesting which deck they wanted, right? They just said day 11 of asking, please, or something like that. You know, like they've stopped even telling me which deck they wanted. And I'm not gonna go back to the other videos to like cross-check your name and figure out what your request was. So, so a lot of people don't get it, which is fine, I guess. I'll take the free engagement, but I'm not gonna like, if you're gonna be obnoxious about the request, I'm not gonna do it when I feel like doing it, which could be, you know, a million years from now. What am I playing against, chat? My opponent's just out here with a deck of all time. Chain gang, this thing. Spaghetti mungus. So what I'm learning from this combo is that if I think a deck I want you to play, I just will go to your most recent YouTube video and comment day 473 of asking Martian to play even Reno Dragon Warrior despite just coming up with the deck. I mean, you can try that. Maybe I'll have a stroke of not memory, those were words, and you know, just assume, okay, they must be right. Surely they're not lying to me. You never know. You never know with me, chat. I could do anything.
It's my turn.
I don't care enough about this to waste damage on it, do I? I don't think so. Like, waste this much damage on it. This is why we can't have nice things. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm still gonna reward people for being silly about it, but like, you know, like the Weasel Priest person eventually stopped asking for their thing, but they had gotten like 3 weeks into it, so I still did it when it was time for me to like want a deck. Well, now I feel a little... Wait, no. Oh, that's kind of cute, actually. So every time Raden dies, it would bring back every starship that was summoned this way. It's kind of cute. They really nuked Darkglare from orbit? They did. Pour one out for Darkglare. Sad day. I know you don't do requests, Martian Boo, but I don't have the dust to try Jungle Giants with Kill Jaden. Would you be willing to try that? Maybe. That's a... Like, I was looking for requests today. So maybe I'll do that. Anybody?
Pick me, pick me.
You're paying for my discretion.
Wing Welding, Soulbound Ash Tongue, Silas, Dark Moon, Ceaseless Expanse combo. I couldn't even follow that. Spirit of the Dead ends it, it so does. I'm about to be villained into the Stone Age. Uh-oh. That's not good. You need a good Warlock deck? Any idea? The Demon Seed. Better get used to their deck. I will be requesting it every day from now on. Very good. Do I remember regular commenters, Martian? I do, yeah. There are a lot of people who like comment on every video or comment, a couple times a week. And yeah, if you comment enough, I read everything that I get a notification for it. So there are some things that like, I think YouTube prioritizes. So like, if I haven't responded to your comment, it doesn't necessarily mean that I saw it. Like, it doesn't actually send me a notification for 100% of the comments that are left. For reasons I don't fully understand. I'm going to take improved pack tactics. But I read most of them, so odds are. To the guy who asked about Jungle Giants, kill Jaden. It doesn't work. The cost reduction is gone when the portal updates. Alright, never mind then. I'm out. Hi Marshy, I recently watched your Weasel Priest video, but even after I finished, I could not figure out what the deck was trying to accomplish! What was the Weasel Priest deck trying to accomplish? Nobody knows. It's a mystery even to me. Chat, am I gonna lose? It's not even the full bananas. I didn't even think about that. Well, poop. They can still remove something? I can't do anything about it, right? This is how I die, chat. I guess I should have taken the bananas. I guess I should have done things in a better order. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, didn't. YouTube deletes my comment when I copy paste your video description. Unlucky. That's weird though. Why does it do that? Should Darklear have been a 2-mana 2/3 with its current changes? I don't know. I don't think they were trying to preserve its playability. Day 1 of wishing Marshy has a nice day. Thank you, Samo. I was playing against an even shaman bot who tried to target my starship. Oh my goodness. Wait, can I win? Well... It's gonna take like Exarch, Nylea, and eventually... Okay. Okay, that's just BM. You know what? Okay, I'll take this. And then what? Can't even kill one of them. They're one off. I have to do this. Alright, fine. No, they just removed it from play. Now we're dead. YouTube doesn't respect follow-up comments by commenters. I miss so many. Oh, yeah. I get notification, like, it's so weird. Like, I have 2 YouTube accounts, and one of them sends me notifications for every comment, and one sends me no notifications. So on Pocket Channel, I have to actually go view all comments to see the comments. Yesterday I got killed from hand by a warrior with 15 attack crap rider on turn 4. They were on the coin.
Sylvanas versus Valera.
It deletes OTZ's comments because it assumes he's a bot. Honest mistake. Fair enough. I've never been much of a hunter player, but have been having a load of fun with the discover mechanic to get multiple copies of Cthulhu. Oh, that's funny. Today I opened 20 packs of Pokemon mini set with 0 rare cards. Watching you, I opened 4 more packs and got Mew and Aerodactyl EX full art. Marshy Lucky Charm. Yep. You always watch Martian Boo for maximum luck. I can't wait to be done with this deck, chat. I'm so over it. Martian, your glasses are from Calvin Klein. I just noticed that I bought the same model. Aren't they Ray-Bans? Where does it say Ray-Bans? Ray-Ban 1070. It says it on the little thingy here. You're sorry you had fun with it? No, it's a Kish movie. Marshy, do you think Darkleer is dancing with Pillager in the nerfed cards Afterlife? I think Darkleer is a much more interesting card than post-nerf Pillager is. So, hard to say, but... What is my opponent playing? Scrungy? Squumby? Scrunjo Rogue? Interesting. Remember Pillager? I hated that deck with all your heart. I do remember Pillager. I hated it with some of my heart, but not all of it. Springy, spongy rogue. Yep. Yep. Aw, mean, rude. Oh my goodness. Chat, am I gonna lose? Give it to me straight. Hey Marshy, what is your favorite quest and why is it Emperor's Wraps? Why is it Emperor's Wraps? It's Emperor's Wraps because I feel compelled to say that it's Emperor's Wraps based off of the way that you framed your question. The actual answer is... what's the stupid taunt one called? Fire Plume's heart. That's what it is. I was like, it's something heart. It's not Sulfurous's heart. Sulfurous is the reward. What's heart is it? It's Fire Plume's heart. Is my favorite one. But the style that, like, being able to play taunts, enough taunts defensively to survive, right? Like, ever since Rush, taunt has been kind of a whatever keyword. And, you know, the amount of turns I need to spam that hero power button as a win con, right? Like, that's too long for modern Hearthstone. That just doesn't work anymore. So, I loved Fire Plume's heart back when it was good. It was really cool, but it's like so unplayable now, right? Like, even if I get it active, I need like 10 turns after that to win with it. So, and like, I want to slowly value win with it, right? Like, I want to like press it once a turn and win over the course of the next like 7 turns. I don't want to like put a bunch of Garrison Commander buddy things in my deck to just OTK, because I enjoy doing that, but I enjoy doing that with Uther, right? Like it's not, you know, that's just wonky. I want to like build a little funny end of game value engine. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The moment is upon us.
I think that's probably going to be good. It's probably going to be good. I wish I could discover one more time, but I cannot. So I have to choose between this and these. I could do one and not do this. I wanted to do this though. What card am I referencing with value wins? Fireplume's Heart. So, like, if we're looking at, you know, if we're adjusting the curve for what I can get away with playing practically, my favorite quest is Supreme Archaeology. Supreme Archaeology has been very funny to circle back to a few times. You know, I can do a lot of fun stuff with that. As far as things that are like, well, no, because like, you know, there was a time when Fireplume's Heart was good, and that was my favorite. But I guess like outside of that, in more recent Hearthstone, I think my favorite has been Questline Druid. Value, if you like value, have you heard of our Lord and Savior Valen? Lord and Savior Kil'jaeden? I have heard of Kil'jaeden, it's true. I have. I do wonder if like my YouTube is actually sick of Kil'jaeden, because like every Kil'jaeden video was getting stonks views for a minute, and now it's kind of calmed down. The opponent never figures it out. This game is still going on. It is.
Victory is in my grasp.
Oh, was I supposed to choose post? Nah, I don't think it matters. I was gonna say, was I supposed to choose the thingamajig trapdoor spider, but then they just have to play anything else. Did they get enough back to just kill me? Probably, right? Look, I don't really like the new Karate Kid. I just don't get why everyone's so angry at Jaden. Kill seems excessive. Yep. Don't know what to say other than you've interpreted the situation perfectly, as I'm sure you know. Opponents playing with their food. Happy Feast of Winter Veil to you, and to all a good scrumbus. It's my favorite hero card, Blood Reaver Gul'dan. What's your favorite hero card? 2 hours in. I'm halfway done with one video. Making great progress. What is the Feast of Wintervale? Feast of Wintervale is the holiday that World of Warcraft uses so that they don't have to say Christmas.
I will never serve.
Hi, so you think that the nerf to questline is enough to balance the quest? Sorry as if this was already asked. It was already asked, if you can believe it. But do I think it's enough to balance it? I think it was balanced before. I don't think the problem with it was its power compared to other things. Personally, I'm not saying it wasn't a strong deck. It was. It's just like there are other strong decks that were as or more strong than it. Am I willing to do some infinite stealth rogue, or are you only going to play this deck? I'm only going to play this deck forever because I can't get another win with it, and I need about 14 more minutes of gameplay. So it's just going to be this deck from now on. I forgot to add tracking to my deck. Huh. Who would have thought? Is Christmas copywritten? Every time someone says Christmas, I get $4 actually. Oh, okay, cool. How'd you manage that? That's cool. Sorry, tracking. Sorry, not tracking flare. Yeah. I mean, like, I could have added a flare. It's true. Maybe that's better than my stupid bargain bin package. I could put it in ETC and then a flare in the ETC. And then we have another discover card. I don't know if that's good. I don't know if anything's good, frankly. Everything might be stupid. I'm stupid. Oh, Blue Train, you said hi a while back, and I was like finishing up a thought, and then I forgot to say hi. Hi, Blue Train. How are you doing? How am I building Celebi? I'm gonna build it with, actually I built it this morning. I could just give you the link. But I built it with the Superior, because I don't think it works without Superior.
These could belong to a brown.
These could belong to a Scrumboid. So the Celebi has an attack that it does more damage for the amount of energy attached to it, but on a flip basis. So you flip a coin for each energy attached to it and deal 50 damage times the number of heads. And there's a superior that double, like every grass energy attached to a grass Pokemon is worth 2 grass. So you play them together because then you can deal tons of damage, theoretically. Yeah, okay, so there's a Delmise that came out that's just kind of a carbon copy of another card that's already in the game, except the type is different. So you can't use it with the support card. You can't use it with a support card that goes with it in the other type. So that was released before, like, you know how in Hearthstone we get like previews in advance. So the Delmise was released in advance of the Superior. So it looked like that card was stupid, but then the Superior doubles the energy on it. So like it requires a lot of energy is all you need to know about that card. But actually I forgot about that Blue Train. That actually sounds better. Because so I had Kangaskhan in there as like a blocker. But like Kangaskhan is a colorless type and the deck is grass, right? And there are a couple of things in there that require it to be grass. So actually, I'm glad we had this conversation, Blue Train, because I like the idea of that Kang. The Delmise, rather. No, you think Kang might be better? But I mean, I can use Erica on Delmise, and I can actually deal high amounts of damage with the Delmise. I think that's better. I just completely forgot about it. I'm going to have to redo that deck. Pound of Veolosis. I built it the same way, save the king slot. Yeah, I think your way is better, but... Well, chat. I've done some of what I can. I guess I'll leave the steady shot up, so at least we can slowly pet him down. Oh, they overdrew a sleep? Oh, thank goodness. You notice that my twist video did well? Did it? Well, let's go see. My opponent is such a filthy cheater. Look at them. They're solid alibi. Nobody asked them to make that solid alibi, and yet they do it anyway. Yeah, it did okay. It did about, like, you know, stonks are kind of down for the Marshy channel in the last week or so. So it's not like it did better than the stuff surrounding it, but the last video that I would say did well was the Spore Warrior video from a couple weeks ago. But like, I mean, that video did well, I think, because it was about Reno Warlock with N'Zoth in it. I don't like, what else could I do in Twist that would replicate that? We are leaving the opponent. We are leaving the OP 2 mana deal too. Yeah. Yeah. In this situation, I definitely do value the steady shot, but we had someone who was claiming that this hero power is worse than this, like on a general basis. Ooh, take of all time. Solid Alibi was not intended to block 29 damage. This seems like abuse. True. True. Oh my goodness. What do I have? So I do hero power. I do this for 3. I have 4 left over after I use it. I could get Rinling's Rifle. I could get Dread Scale. That's it. But I believe, chat. I believe.
This could be our home.
My faith is rewarded with Bungus, chat. Alright, you, friend school teacher, owe me a flare.
Anybody?
Disgusting. How dare you? Believers in shambles? Believers are absolutely in shambles. It's disgusting. Tragic. Truly. Alright. Devolve us into something amazing. They haven't even played it. Oh, they have played an Ice Block. Never mind. Ew. Okay. Give me the, you know the one. You know the one. I'll take it. I will in fact take it. Go ahead and get rid of these 2. Play the Trapdoor Spider. And there we go. They always assume it's motion denied. Alright, it's clearly motion denied. Why wouldn't it be? Stop! Cheating. Actual disgusting, vicious cheating. The likes of which this world has never seen. Really? So you're saying there's a chance? Let's see. Does anything get there though? Weapon is 1 off. Oh, this is damage. Two, 6, 8. Wait, is it legal? Is that legal?
Pick me! Pick me!
Is it legal or is it illegal, chat? Which one is it? Seems like legal to me. Pressure plate, just in case. That game was 11 minutes. 11 minutes on top of 14. So that's a 25-minute video. Oh my goodness, we need one more. Free me. I knew Martian, best player in the world, would find lethal right there. Thank you. Your faith is rewarded with the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Could you share the deck code? I'm on mobile. No. Can't you include one of the losses? I could. The losses consisted of me getting clobbered and me malding about chat. Which one of those losses do you think makes for a better video? What have you done? It's okay, Schmoopy. Your recommendations carry my content sometimes. All right. It's okay that this wasn't a banger. Maybe it is a banger. The malding one? All right. Martian, how can Hash Brown's mage keep abusing Hash Browns in their ATC? I know, right? See you later, Nate. Oh my goodness, I've just not been looking over at YouTube chat. I'm so sorry, YouTube chat. I don't deserve you. So you think that the nerf to questline is... Oh, I went there. Have you played against the Seedlock since the nerf? I have not. I have not. Someday. Don't look at it. Don't look at YouTube chat. Make them come here. Oh no. I moved it over. Maybe I'll see it easier. I really need to just get whatever program consolidates them. I think that's what a good streamer would do. I'll do this.
Lush wilds and clear skies. This could be our home.
It's us or YouTube chat? Uh-oh. Brutal. Should get something that combines both chats. I really should. That's true. Let's warm you up. Let's warm you up. I refuse. Ooh. My opponent is playing Warrior of All Time Warrior. Aftershocks. Okay. Wait, is not the Titan kind of nice as top end in the Scrumbus pile? I mean, it could be. This was a net deck that I adjusted to, because like it had Zilliax and 2 tutors for Zilliax in here before, but Zilliax was nerfed, so I cut it. I had a lot of things I could do there. I decided to do the one that I did. That's the end of my Marshy story. So anyways, I put in a Mad Scientist bargain bin pile that I think, like, package that I don't think has been very good. So, like, I could see cutting that for ETC with a flare in it and the Titan and whatever else you want. I can't get my thing through. It makes me sad. Big fan of Ethereal and Skipper Warrior. Dare you to do it, opponent. Oh no, actually don't do it, please. Come on, leave me alone. No. Krabby was first though, right? So at least we have a Krabby, even though I can't attack. Who
could put a price on such powerful artifacts? I could.
Amulet of Tracking would have made more flavor sense. Sounds like something.
Do you have this in a bigger size?
Chat, do you like my face? Like, do you do you like my face? Do you like the video cam thing that shows actual Marshy, or do you like King Crush more?
Living drop all kinds of things.
The moment is upon us.
I could have put one here and just gone face twice with this. That's what a good player would have done. You like it in double Marshy when we have one in each corner? Cam streaming. Me. Aw. Nobody prefers King Crush? Alright, fair enough. I appreciate that. Ooh, this would be a good one. Like, what if we cut the stupid bargain bin package and then we ran this and Titan and ETC? And what if my opponent didn't, like, do that big stinky butt thing they just did? How dare they? So rude of them to have a stinky butt. Well, at least they overdrew something obsolete. I can't do that. If this hits a 2-3, I don't know. As long as I'm doing this, I guess I'm saving this.
Fast is fine, but accurate is final.
I can spell Zinjari. Anybody?
Buy one, get one.
Oh, and Bob would be a Velen answer. Bob is an answer to Velen, chat. We can actually deal with him for free if we had the Bob. Can I deal with him now? I don't have anything for it, right? Alright, I'm making those changes. Do you think Bob is a balanced card? So far, he seems balanced. And have you enjoyed playing any decks with Bob? No. But that's not Bob. As a streamer, I have to keep playing this game. As a player, I think I need to take a year off from Hearthstone. Oh, then Golden's my deck. That's fine. What is the other card that we said we were going to put in? ETC. ETC, we'll give him a flare. We'll give him... what else? What else would an ETC want? Would Bob go crazy yoinking Rama? Starfish. Full tech. What were the Dragon Ball card games like? Really fun. Fizzle. I don't know. I don't play that many secrets, right? But yeah, we could do like Project Scrumbo, right? Like if we... Does it cost 4? What's that? Oh, product. Like if it's post Tavish, post the weapon. Ceaseless? Sure, alright. Alright, boom. Perfect, let's go. The Dragon Ball card games were so Score and Panini. There are other Dragon Ball card games that are different that I didn't play as much, but the Dragon Ball card games I did play, the Score one and the Panini one, what you would do is you would have a main character that could be a villain or a hero, and it would have power stages on it. So like typically 1 through 10, I think maybe Panini did 1 through 12, or maybe I'm flipping them, I forget. But you would have physical attacks and energy attacks like you have in the show. A physical attack would deal power stages of damage. So you would compare the number, like, so let's just say each character has 10 total power stages. So, you know, a Goku could have a 9001 at the top end, and then like that would be its power level at stage 10, and then at stage 9 it would be 8500, and then at, you know, like scaling all the way down to 0. So a physical attack would deal power stages of damage. So you would compare what the power level was of the current one. So if, say, Goku had already taken 5 power stages of damage and was at half his power at like 3000, right? You would look at the table and compare the power level of the recipient, so 3000, to the attacker. Let's say Vegeta had 5000 at whatever stage he was at. And you would look at it and would say, you know, if the power level for the attacker is within these numbers, then you look down the chart and go up to over here, where it would say, you know, the power level of the recipient. So power level of recipient, power level of attacker, whatever. And wherever they converge is how much damage it would do. Typically, like the base damage would be 1 through 5 or something like that, depending on how vastly different the numbers were. And then an attack would say, like, it would do +3 physical attack damage. So you would go to the table, see what the base was, then add 3 to it. So say it did like 6 damage to the Goku. And the Goku we've decided is at half, so at 5 with 3000. So if it takes 6 power stages, you go down to 0, right? You lose the 5 stages, and then you have surplus. So the Goku, who is now at 0, but still has a power stage of damage to take, would then have that damage converted to life cards. So if you take a life card of damage, you just discard the top card of your deck. If something deals 5 life cards of damage, you discard the top 5 cards of your deck. Energy attacks would bypass the physical attack table. You wouldn't have to worry about the power stages at all. They just go directly to the life cards. So if you use like a Kamehameha, that's going to do life cards of damage. So it would just say on the card. If it didn't say how much damage it did, it would deal 4 life cards. But it would usually say like 5 or 6 or something like that, because 4 was pretty low. And then the first person to have to take damage but have no cards left in their deck would lose. It was really fun. It really simulated like beating the tar out of your opponent. That does sound fun. It was so cool. I unearthed it. I was looking through all my DBZ cards yesterday because I'm trying to organize my collection and like my vast card collection, not specifically my DBZ cards. There are so many cards. I just want them to be organized, and I do not remember what he does. Let's play him. Let's find out. And so I came across a bunch of those yesterday. I was looking at them. I have like a kind of expensive deck put together. Like my favorite one was I don't want to give them 3 coins just so that this can go face, right? Sure. These are terrible. Is this going to give Bob Rush? Okay, cool. I don't know if it gives it automatically or if I just got lucky here, but either way. So my favorite one is my Trunks deck. And the Trunks Swordmaster does, like at the beginning of combat, you get to look at the top few cards of your deck for a card with sword in the title and put it in your hand. And then you have a bunch of attacks that, a bunch of things that interact with cards with sword in the title and buff sword cards. So it's really cool. AP Sharpshooter. You can get automatically targets non-rush minions. Well, that's good. Serpent Bloom? That's not Serpent Bloom. Serpent Bloom? That's not Serpent Bloom.
Lush wilds and clear skies. This could be our home.
I mean, we're just dead, right? If they have what you call it. That's not Serpent Bloom. No, we're not, right? 32 and 6. We're not quite dead. The game automatically targets non-rush minions, but your Naga did not have rush. Okay, yeah, that's fair. I like it. Thoughts on the new Demon Seed? Is it finally dead? It might be. Either it is or it isn't. Hard to say. Hard to say. So that, yeah, the original score one had like a lot of extra flavor to it. So there were things like if you declared a Namekian mastery, then you got to have extra cards in your deck by like 10, and you know, things like that. But the Panini one kind of tidied it up a little bit. We haven't had enough. Yeah, Ceaseless Expanse has not happened enough. I think we lose. Unless... Save me? Serpent Bloom, come on. No.
Who could put a price on such powerful artifact? I could.
Well, too late.
My eyes for vengeance.
I have endured enough.
$30 for 90 packs and 3 legendaries. That's pretty good. Do I have that? Oh my goodness, I'm 2.5 hours into just the first deck. This is brutal. It's my $30 for 90 packs. It's in the For You section. Where's the For You section? Why did they nerf Pirate Demon Hunter? Because it was very strong.
Sylvanas versus Valera.
Shall we dance?
I will never serve.
Alright, my big marshy plan is to coin Crab Rider and then give it the old biscuit. They nerfed the card because of Shaman. That's a good point. Good point. Alright. So they didn't, like, they... Pirate Demon Hunter caught a stray, I guess. Because of the Pirate Shaman. Not gonna lie, I think that's fine. I think Sigil was pretty nasty in Pirate Demon Hunter as well. Interesting. Well, hopefully they leave my poor innocent Crab Rider alone. Sigil of Skydiving was kind of an absurd card, to be honest. Yep. I still think it's crazy that Hosen Roughhouser hasn't had its, like, health taken down a peg. Now, you wouldn't... Oh, wow. I think they should have traded there, but I'm happy they didn't. I'll take it. I like the idea of if they're gonna kill this thing, they have to swing into it, so I'll just kill that. You're so shocked that isn't Kingsbane? Me too. I feel like Cavern Shiny Finder plus Swordfish is pretty ancient technology. Hosen is the most 2-3 card ever, and yet it's a 2-4. I know, right? Isn't that surprising? Opponent, what are you doing? Okay, this is good. If that's shuffling the patches back in. You know, this is good decision. Now they can resummon it, theoretically. Nope, they're just not running it. What's with all these Pirate Rogues not running patches? What are they doing over there? Losing to me? Patches is too slow for 2024. True. You know, I mean, that's not. They didn't even play the one they got with the Shiny Finder. That's funny. Just a poor bot. Leave them alone. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Rise, me farties. Okay, no, they have it. They're just. Wait, did they draw it back with the gear shift? They shuffled it in and then drew it back with the gear shift? Oh, poor opponent. That's some skill issue right there. Alright, I don't even care. We're just calling it. Last Scrumbo Hunter. Okay, what was my next one? I have a funny rogue deck to play. Okay, chat. I got a new phone, and that's not why I'm bringing this up. The reason I'm bringing it up, Like, I mean, like it's cool. It's a new phone. But what's cool about it to me is my old phone case is now obsolete. And I got myself a pretty phone case for my last one. It's got the Empire Strikes Back on it. Hold on. Boom. So you can like see Vader and all the stormtroopers and stuff. And there's Palpatine in the background. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. But so I already bought myself a phone case I really liked for this one when I learned about the super funny, cool showcased phone cases. So I couldn't justify buying myself a showcased phone case because I had already purchased myself another cool phone case. So I didn't do it for my last phone. I also didn't like my last phone. It was pretty outdated, so I have it updated now. And so I ordered my new phone is uncased right now because it hasn't come in the mail yet. But the showcased cases they do a it's like a relatively plain looking phone case, but it has in it a compartment that's meant to safely house the because I have prep, I don't need to do this, right? So here, let me do this. This. Sure. That. We do this. We do this. And then Infinite Felon achieved. So yeah, the idea is it has a special slot that you can put in a trading card. And so it's pretty fun. So I'm waiting for that to come in the mail. I have to decide which card I want to put in. The balance is like I don't want to put something in that costs too much. Like I want to put in Neo Discovery Umbreon, but the card is like $700. So like I don't really want to walk around with a $700 card on my phone. I kind of want to put in something cool that's like a little bit less. Have I ever watched Dragon Ball Z? No. No, never seen Dragon Ball Z in my life, except for all the times I've watched it. You prefer just the default phone case? That's fair. Martian Boo would never watch DBZ. Never. Not interested. Sounds terrible. Martian Boo is referencing absolutely nothing. It would never reference Majin Buu. Never ever. I've been meaning to try Reno Bomb Warrior with Infinite Velen. Do you just like those two things, or do they have some synergy that I'm not picking up? Who's my favorite Martian Buu, or my favorite Majin Buu? It's changed over time. It used to be like far and away Super Buu, but then I liked Kid Buu. Then I liked Fat Buu. I just like them all. They're all funny. Fat Buu might be my favorite these days. Is Fat Buu on your wall anywhere? It used to be right up there, like right where the Gyarados heads used to be. But so like I have a Majin Buu playmat that has Fat Buu on it, and I used to have a bunch of playmats right there. But the things I was using to house the playmats were very reflective. You can still see some to my left and right there at the bottom. So the one on my right is a World of Warcraft TCG playmat, and the one on my left is actually a Dragon Ball Z playmat. that has like every character from like Dragon Ball Z on it. Maybe you can't really see it there, but like the details of it, but it's a Dragon Ball Z playmat. And I took down, I had 2 to the left and right of me that were playmats I won at big tournaments. And so like it was kind of fun to show them off. And then I had ones to, like the one above me was a Majin Buu. If you go to one of my like old videos, you'll see it. But oh my goodness. If we can get through this, we win. Chat. Okay. Uh-oh. No, we're good. We did it, chat. We did it. Look at that, we win. But yeah, the thing it was housing was very reflective, so Renee couldn't watch TV without there being like a big, you know, constantly changing thing happening right behind me. So I took them off and replaced them with these. Have I ever watched the Cell Saga? Yeah, I've seen all of Dragon Ball Z multiple times. Cell Saga was actually the first saga I watched. That was my introduction to DBZ. It's so funny that there's just an A plus B combo that says no combat damage for the rest of the game. Yep. I could dagger, true. Do I know who Goku is? No. Okay, you're just being a silly goose. Sometimes your opponent just isn't a gamer. True. True. Have I ever watched anything ever? Nope. I don't even believe in watching. Have I heard of the concept of characters? Absolutely not. Oh, like that sounds like crazy talk to me. Characters? Not on my watch. Not up my nose. Goku is the one that makes your hero power upgraded, and Ben is the one that makes it cost 1. Oh, okay. Fair enough. That makes as much sense as it does. Where can I watch Dragon Ball Damage for free? Do you mean Daima? I don't know. I haven't seen Daima. Daima is so funny to me. Like they making Goku a kid again did not work out the first time, right? Like the portion of the show that focused on Kid Goku is not what's iconic about GT. And it's just so funny to me that they would go back and I don't know, just that they would run that one back. It just seems like a very silly thing to do. So yeah, they have another show where they've made all the characters kids. I think it's a little better that they've made more than just Goku a kid, right? Like they're all kids. I haven't watched any of it yet, so I don't. That's about all I know. But I guess we lose. All right. Who knows? We could discover a win condition. You never know. Chat, you never know. Come on. What if we discover a win condition? This was buffed. Fine. Wow. Oh, is the next combo minion? Okay, fine. We'll just beat him down with these, it'll be fine. Toriyama saying do GT again, but good this time. Is it good? I don't know. I haven't watched it. I've seen I keep seeing spoilers on the Twitters, so like I'm also not inspired to watch it to like avoid spoilers happening. But it sounds like a lot of the stuff that irritates me about post Cell Saga Dragon Ball Z is very present in. Oh, it's the next one, not this turn. Oh, it's kind of cool. I thought it was this turn. Discover Pillager of the Ghost Face. Yeah, I'm on the case. Hey, you cut that out. What are you doing? Alright, fine, fine. You know what? You want to win that badly that you would play cards. You wouldn't have the gumption to play this game out. Well, I mean, like, I ran out of outs. So, I give up. You play Phobies? Yeah, you do. Chat, are you ready? Are you ready for a Dragon Ball take of all time? Super sucks. It's so bad. There are parts of it I really like, and there are characters in it that I really like, but like by and large, Super is not good. It's like everything that was weak about the Buu saga, but exacerbated by like 10 times. It's really, really, really bad. Should have kept scabs, probably. Super's anime didn't do anything for me. The manga I like a lot more, but I dropped Super as an anime. I started to read the manga, and like there were giant chunks that were kind of left out of the early bits. I think it's supposed to get better later on, but I kind of like lost interest. I think I'd chill with the prep, right? We'll save it for this, maybe. Should I do it now? I don't know. Remember when this cost 1? The manga gets better later, but I understand not wanting to slog through hundreds of pages for maybe I'll like it. Yeah, I mean, like, I know that the story generally is kind of weak, and I've already like seen it, so like I don't expect it to change my opinion on the narrative drastically, right? So. And it's not like I'm opposed to watching or reading the Dragon Ball Super manga ever. I just, you know, I lost a bit of interest in it when I was trying it. Part of it is the app that I like to read manga on doesn't have it, so I had to go elsewhere, which was not my favorite. Hey, there it is. It's like I didn't have the Serenite, but I needed to play this in advance. How many coins? Do I have 2 coins in my previous hand? I think so. Yes. Okay, we're good. Or are we? Be at 4. Coin, coin. We could go coin, coin, coin and do it. All right, we're fine. What's the idea of this deck? The idea of this deck is to play Serenite and Velen together, but do it funny. And then our opponent plays Amanthul and ruins it. Okay. Wow. Now what are they going to do? Lose to me? They can't play Amanthul on turn 5. Can I beat them before turn 7? Watch them just silence it too. Rude. That's rude. I don't care what anyone says. That is a good question. Also rude. We're going face, chat. We're going face. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, I do this. Oh, it's only your next combo card. Oh, this isn't a combo card. I see. It's something. So this is going to cost less, but it's going to trigger twice, which I think is going to be great. If you play Amanthul, I uninstall. What? Why not Undercity Valiant the Finley and ping the Glacial with a spell? Did the Undercity Valiant deal more damage than I thought it did? Wasn't the Finley at more than 1 health the turn that I didn't hit it? We do have Shadow Steps in here. It is possible to do more than 1 Serenite. It would deal 2 because it was doubled. Was it doubled? Scab, I only played Comet twice, right? Scabs was doubled and then this was doubled. I don't think it was doubled. Am I crazy? Is Wild saved now? Yes. You'll go make check to make sure you're not a liar. Word. Word.
Valera versus Urel.
I fight in the name of honor. Shall we dance?
Shall we dance? No. Not into it. No dancing for you. Oh, hey Jen, is Wild fun now? You know, I actually have had like my first round of decks today was not fun. I think that had every bit as much to do with my attitude as it did with what was actually happening on screen. So I don't know that we can blame Wild for that, but this so far has been somewhat interesting. I haven't faced a Demon Seed yet. Okay, that's a positive.
I cannot wait to read these.
I cannot wait to read this. Ow, that hurt my face. I didn't like it, chat. My opponent should be nicer to my... Hey! I didn't realize it was cheating day. Filthy, stinky cheater day. Nobody told me. Librams is actually a free matchup. Not if they prevent me from ever playing spells. Ow. Ow. I feel like 6 more damage on Demon Seed is not that much. Oh, I don't need to have this discussion again. Yeah, we not that you should feel bad for saying anything, but like I feel like I've talked about the Demon Seed enough today. You're the liar and you can't read cards, yeah. It happens. It happens. I too have struggled with reading cards before, so I get it. Look at this, chat. Look at this wombo combo. All right. You won't even believe it.
I know all the steps.
You won't even believe how ridiculous this combo is. Shadow Step and Serenite Chain Gang. It's brutal. 6 damage is actually 0 because of Hearthstone. What are you thinking? I know. Yeah. Real and true. Real and stew. Alright, here's my big Marshy plan. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna go find the comet. Let's go find the comet. Marshy comet time. Poop. Stop. Are these fools really gonna make me like run my face into this 5/5? It doesn't really matter, right? Like, we're coming up on 7... We're coming up on 7 mana. I can just play Velen at this point. I've already played the thing twice. Doesn't super matter. What Martian is indirectly saying is, ask about the Demon Seed again tomorrow. Absolutely, yeah. I want to know, I want to hear about the Demon Seed every day for the rest of my life. Well, what's the point of Hearthstone if we're not talking about the Demon Seed? That's what I want to know. Come on. Come on, chat. You know better than this. You know about... Ooh, cute.
Care to make a wager, friend? Out of the kitchen and into the frying pan.
The light will guide us through every corner.
Life will guide us to every scrumbus of the globe. Whatever he says. Could have just coined Velen out. You could have just coined Velen out. Alright. Me, I prefer the hard way. You just want easy wins? Well, we could do all of this instead? Come on. Silence Prage? Brutal. Brutal. Is Demon Seed the new ice block? Everything's the new ice block. Alright. You talk about anything, and I'll say words that may or may not relate to what you're actually saying. You know what? 1010 Edwin doesn't look that scary anymore. I know, right? Yeah. I was watching a Corbett stream once. This was pre-Renethal. And I remember he struck his opponent in the face 3 turns in a row with a 12-12 Edwin, and then he lost. Good times. I'm not happy he lost. It's just like I'm thinking back on when silly thing happened. I don't want to take 4 damage, do I? Does it matter? Doesn't matter, right?
Not many cards left.
I should have daggered first. I don't want to take fatigue damage either. Laptops, all of you.
Time's ticking.
Oh, that's a toughie. I think we take this. Oh, sick. We're not that close to the end of the deck. You missed the State of Wild? Yeah. Ice Block is the new Ice Block? True. How can Ice Block be the new Ice Block when Demon Seed is the new Ice Block? Would that mean that Ice Block is the old Ice Block? It is. It is the old Ice Block and the new Ice Block. Alright, come on. There was a time when 10-10 was the strongest man you'd ever see. Yeah. As if you're ever going to take any more damage from that board. You never know. Well, I'm not really worried about the board. I'd be worried about, like, hitting... what's that 4-cost spell that gets discounted to 1? They can, like, deal damage to me over the top, right? So... I don't want that. What's we got? Freeze a minion, summon a copy of it. I guess. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Can't play this. Proved by the number of other spells in your hand. Is that worth playing? Kind of. What if you minded if I do? Uh-oh. That wouldn't be good, would it? It does matter if they Linessa Glowstick you? Yeah, I'm a little worried now. Linessa Glowstick twice is enough damage that it didn't matter. Whether I swung or not. So, we're okay. I've been out of coffee for too long, chat. If it isn't my favorite card, slingin Martian. What up, Axel? I understand you talked about the Demon Seed a lot. I offer Ice Block as a topic instead. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. How long can this not having coffee go on? And I could theoretically do something about it, but I guess I don't need more coffee right now. I just want it. Is Sealock dead after the nerfs? It's literally as dead as it is, alright? That's all we know. Is this the Demon Seed? Will we find out right now just how dead the Demon Seed really is? Does Velen repeat the one amalgam band battle cry? Sure, yeah. Does it? It doesn't have a target. It should repeat it but not do anything. Seedlock is as dead as it is, no more no less. Yeah. Well said. Imagine this is the Demon Seed. It could be. Oh, it is the Demon Seed. Demon Seed is alive and well. Impressive Hearthstone deck. Continuing onward. Upward. Bum bum bum. I feel like we have to balance this or we're in troubles. Targets itself, but Velen would be dead. Right? So what's getting the what's the recipient of the one amalgam band battle cry? I guess we'll take the miscreant. I guess. It only took 3 hours to find the Demon Seed. This deck is everywhere. Yeah, I know. Oh my goodness. Not this card. They can't crack my Carapace. My 2 Serenite Carapace.
A little agony goes a long way.
Did they forgore? Remember when they changed War Axe to a 3-mana 3/2 instead of a better change for the card? because they were afraid this would happen. You know, it's much more obvious that that the War Axe was different because the mana was different, right? Oh, hey, Scabs. The hover over the glare is so funny. True. Does Velen retain Wind Fury? Not sure. I've only ever seen him retain Charge. It's so funny it being 11 of 12. I didn't even process it having, like, I only was thinking about the silly Dark Lair stuff. Like, I wasn't even processing the fact that their progress is harder. All right, well, let me go ahead and do this and this. The light will guide us up your nose. Okay. Boop. I watched a video by Trumpsk from when War Axe got nerfed in a warrior. He played into visibly tried to play something on turn 2 and didn't. Then on turn 3, the War Axe. Oh yeah. You think it's cooked for the Demon Sea player? Here's hoping. I don't think they've even realized, right? I don't think they've realized the situation they're in. Okay, that actually does buy them a little time. Hurts my feelings. Zoop.
I know all the steps.
On the wings of evil.
Is it cold in the shadow?
There's like no reason to do anything I'm doing right now. Hold on. One moment.
On the wings of evil.
Sure, I don't know. Everyone making fun of Demon Sea players like y'all aren't playing, y'all aren't WoW players, and y'all don't insta-click through the nerf pop-ups and client mindlessly too. What? The secret Valentech chat. They actually got us. They actually got us. Crazy. Luckily for me, we have this, 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 this. Yeah, that's gonna come in real handy. You'll see. You'll see. Did we lose? Is Demon Sea broken? Oh my goodness, they have the Dark Bomb. Is this like... No, it's not even a Reno Demon Seed. They have 2 Dark Lair. This is Spaghetti Demon Seed. Alright, that's the only explanation. Wow. What was my last shadow spell?
Let the ritual of absolution commence.
It's Shadow Step? It's kind of scary, honestly. Can I kill these now? gonna do this. Uh-oh. Chat, they're still getting there. Is my opponent an actual gamer? My opponent is a straight up gamer. Oh, thank goodness. Thanks for coming back, Melon. Thank you for not being ready to be used yet. Well, hopefully there's some kind of cool thing we... Oh, okay. Well, I can at least play the, evasion. That's what we wanted. No. Oh my goodness, what if I shadow step my own Velen? that was a terrible play by me. Oh my goodness, we could actually lose for stupid reasons. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this to give it double poison. And then I'll play this evasion. And then we'll hope and pray they don't have some kind of way to like bounce our Velen. I can't wait to lose because our Velen got shadow stepped. Yeah, I think it'll be okay, right? Because we have 2 evasions, hopefully. Are we gonna lose to Jailer Demon Seed in December 2024? Yep. Join the Cabal, they said. Is that cheating? That's cheating, chat. That shouldn't be allowed. How dare they cheat so much? Oh my goodness.
Almost out of time.
Well,
I know all the steps.
you think we lost? We might have. Fly true, my sweet Scrumby.
I know all the steps.
Neat.
Our future. Away.
Now I think it'll be okay because we can just play it again.
I know all the steps.
Yep.
The light will guide us through every corner of the cosmos.
Shadow step the 2-1 so Velen is less likely to get bounced. I forgot about that! Oh, thank goodness they did that at least. But like, it's too late anyway, right? Forgot about the stupid jail thing. Imagine losing to that card of all things. Do we have any outs left? I don't think so, do we? Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, chat, All I can say is, holy guacamole, right? The Demon Steed is still just as oppressive as it's ever been. It's actually just super broken, and there's nothing anyone can do to beat it. Thank you for coming to my spaghetti talk. I forgot this had taunt on it. Surely it's enough, chat. It's enough. Eventually they just like damage us over the top, right? Like this is just over. Right. Well played, Jailer Demon Seed. New meta. Good call. Luckily that was a funny enough loss for the tube. Let me see how many game links we got. So 12 minutes on that one. 26:32 already? Really? Wow. 20:32? I actually don't have to play this anymore. I can move on to another deck. It's 2:40. I have a whole Pokemon thing I need to record. I guess I'd better go. I'll call it a 2 today. It's a little brutal, but so let's see. Today is Tuesday, right? I think I have to stream Thursday anyway, or like have the opportunity to stream Thursday anyway. So I think it'll be okay. Do a longer stream on Thursday with Hearthstone, where I hopefully start off a little bit earlier on in the morning. It gets a little hard to do things later on if like to accomplish all the games I want to accomplish when I start at like 11. Like I really want to be starting at like 9. What's the new Pokemon thing? I'm gonna do a deck dump. I'm gonna talk about some new cards from stuff. Who's on? Anyone playing Wild? Doesn't matter anymore. Does anything matter? Man, look at how well Raffle is doing with Balatro. Jealous that he's so successfully changed his stream to a different game. Maybe if I picked fun games, it would be easier. Here, I haven't done the Control Find Wild thing in a while. So we look at this. There's anybody who appears to be playing Wild with tiny little pinky viewership. If so, we will find one of them and raid them. Everyone's playing. I saw someone with Wild, but their title made me sus of whether or not I should raid them. Oh no, here's a human. You guys have been great. I'll see you next time.